They say the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step, but if you're not focused and you're distracted, you may end up finding yourself 2,000 miles from where you want to be. I'm Sanj and welcome to Master Your Mindset, Master Your Life. This is a podcast that helps you to master your mindset so you can navigate life's challenges and reach new heights. And it does that with easy to implement techniques to help you master your life. If you get something from this episode, please share it with someone who you think would benefit. And I would also really appreciate it if you could leave me a rating or review. So today we're talking about a topic which is why lack of focus can actually lead you in the wrong direction. So Steve Jobs once said, focus is about saying no. And what this quote reminds us is that actually staying focused is not just about what we choose to do. It's not about what we actually need to work on, but it's also about what we choose not to do. It's about saying no so we can direct our energy and the attention that we have towards the things that truly matter in our life. And this is how you will guide yourself to success. It's not about doing more. It's not about doing everything we can do. It's about doing the things we choose to do. It's about being selective, learning to prioritize. And not everything is a priority, no matter what you think, what you believe. Everything will have some order on a list, but if it's not a priority, you need to learn what you can say no to. This is where Eisenhower's matrix comes in. You can use that to actually choose what you need to do and what you don't need to do. Eisenhower's matrix is actually a really simple 4-box matrix. I like to think of it. It classifies your work into 4 different categories. Urgent and important, which is something you do and do it now. There's something not urgent and important where you can schedule a time to do it. There's urgent and not important where you can delegate it. Yeah, so who else can do that for you? Or there's not urgent and not important, which you can delete. I mean, you have to decide what work goes into what are those categories, but you need to make sure that you prioritize and you focus to get the do stuff done first. So the problem is, in today's world, we are bombarded with so much information, so many things to do, so many priorities, responsibilities. It can actually lead to overwhelm. We're bombarded with distractions from every single direction, which actually makes it challenging to maintain any sorts of focus. And research has shown that the average person's attention span has decreased from 12 seconds to 8 seconds over the past decade. 8 seconds, that's how long you have of someone's attention. And when you're then distracted, when you're focused on something else, you actually end up without a clear vision or clear goal. So you end up getting lost in this sea of tasks which actually have no importance in your life. And it can lead to scattered focus. So then what you do may not actually matter. You're just being busy. You're not being productive. And as well, on top of that, the final reason why we struggle with focus is because we live in an era where instant gratification is prominent, where constant notifications stimulate us constantly. They tempt us to prioritize those short-term pleasures over our long-term goals. So it's not your fault that you can't focus. It's actually the fact that you don't know how to focus because we're not taught it now. It's not something that comes naturally to us in today's world. And the consequences of it means that you misalign your priorities, because when you lack focus, you end up working on tasks that are not aligned with your goals or values. And that will lead you in the wrong direction. As I said at the beginning, may end up 2,000 miles from where you want to be rather than 1,000 miles, your starting spot. And so if your tasks are not aligned with your goals, and you believe that they're a priority, you need to take a step back and revisit your priority list. And while we're on that, when you lack focus because you believe you're multitasking, research has shown that actually multitasking can decrease productivity by up to 40% and increase errors by 50%. So your lack of focus means that you don't know where you want to go, what you need to do to get there. You need to start figuring that out. And also lack of focus can cause burnout, because you're constantly juggling multiple tasks without any clear focus, without any goal in mind. And so you end up feeling drained, feeling exhausted, which again leads to burnout. And finally, when you're feeling like this without any focused attention, you risk becoming stagnant, because you're doing all these things which make no difference in your professional or your personal life. So you end up missing opportunities. You end up missing these chances that are flying by because you're not taking them. You're not doing the right things to be in the right places. There's productivity and then there's busyness. So if you're lacking focus, you're just focusing on busyness. Being busy does not mean you're being productive. Busyness actually can mask lack of focus and any progress, because you're just filling your schedules with tasks. You're just filling it with things which don't mean anything, which just need to be done. You're trying to take it all on, but you're not doing things that will actually move the needle in your life. There's being efficient and there's being effective. Busyness is being efficient. It's about doing things right. But productivity, that's about being effective. That's doing the right things. So it's essential to prioritize focus on the right things, the tasks that will align with your goal, and bring you closer to the life that you want. So if you want to actually learn how to focus, try one, if not all of these 5 things. The first thing is to set clear goals, because you cannot know what to focus on if you do not have clear goals. So define some clear, specific goals that align with your values, your dreams, what you aspire to, so that it actually provides you with a roadmap so you can focus your action. And if you've got big dreams, if you've got big goals, break it down. Break it down from longer time periods into shorter time periods, from big chunks to little chunks, something that seems digestible, manageable, and doable. The next thing is to actually practice mindfulness. When you do things like actual meditation or deep breathing exercise, what that does is it helps cultivate your focus. It allows you mental clarity, because it will improve your attention span and your cognitive performance, so that whatever work you're doing, not only will you be able to focus on it for longer, but your performance on it will be better. The third thing is limit your distractions. When you've got all these things around you, identify the distractions that you have. Your phone, pop-ups, your Teams messages, your emails, whatever it is. Eliminate whatever sources of distraction you can in your environment, whether it's turning off notifications, whether it's creating a dedicated workspace somewhere away from everything, putting headphones on, listening to binaural beats where you can actually just listen to sounds and not get distracted by other noise. Another good way to actually do that, if you're limiting distractions, is actually create a routine that you do before you focus. because then your mind will actually realize, hold on, wait a minute, this is time for me to focus. This is time where I'm going to be used as much as I can. So make sure if you create a routine, you will start to find it easier to get into that deep focus space, that deep work environment. You will be more productive and you're more likely to enter the flow state. The next thing is prioritize tasks. As I said, use techniques like Eisenhower's matrix to prioritize your tasks based on the urgency and importance. What that means is you can take a step back and you can actually focus your energy on those high impact tasks, on those ones that are going to move the needle for you, the ones that are going to get you to the life that you want. It's such a simple thing. Eisenhower matrix. I'll put a link to it in the show notes, but please just have a look and see how that can make a difference in your day. And now this final one, it sounds counterproductive, but honestly, it's a game changer. We currently, as a society, pride ourselves on working ridiculous hours, on being busy, on just working through our lunch, whatever it is. But take a break. When you schedule regular breaks, it means you can recharge and refocus your mind. So when you're doing things like that, you're actually preventing burnout and you actually maintain your productivity throughout the day. Taking short breaks during prolonged tasks can actually help improve your focus and your productivity. So mastering the art of focus is essential for navigating the complexities of life and helping you achieve your success. So by overcoming those distractions and aligning your priorities and cultivating that focused mindset, you can actually steer yourself in the right directions towards your goals. If you're distracted, you could end up not knowing what action you need to take and end up taking an action that leads you in the wrong direction. Remember, it's not about being busy. It's about being purposeful. Keep focusing on what truly matters to you. Watch as your dreams can become a reality. And I'm going to leave you with this. What distractions are preventing you from staying focused on your goals? And what steps can you take to eliminate them from your life? Remember, your mindset shapes your reality. When you can focus, you start to master your mindset. You master it and you'll master your life. My mission is to make a positive impact on this world, and I sincerely hope you can help me do that by liking, by following, and by sharing this podcast with others. So until next time, keep seeking, keep growing, and keep mastering your mindset to master your life. Thank you.